Beginning today with breaking news. In a 3-2 vote, the state Supreme Court said this afternoon that convicted killer Jared Price should have never been released from prison and ordered that he be arrested and returned to prison.
All right, we want to catch you up on the facts in this case because there's a lot to get to. Price was released from a New Mexico prison last month. In 2002, you might remember us saying Price was convicted of killing a college student, Carl Smalls, at a club here in Columbia. Now, he was sentenced to 35 years to life, but an order released him more than 15 years early. His attorney in the case, Todd Rutherford, said in a statement, nothing in this statute prohibits a sentence reduction for murder convictions. The records that were unsealed by the Supreme Court show Price saved the life of a corrections officer behind bars. But again today, the High Court ruled that Price must go back to jail and serve his sentence.
News 19's Nigel Hood was at the Supreme Court hearing, and she joins us now live in the studio with the details. Nigel.
That's right, Darcy and Andrea. The state Supreme Court's decision came down just hours after they heard oral arguments in this case, with Price's attorney claiming his release from prison was legal, while the Attorney General argued it wasn't. Price was serving time after being convicted in the 2002 killing of Carl Smalls at a Columbia bar. Representative Todd Rutherford, who serves as Price's attorney, petitioned for his release. He said it's under statute 17-25-65 that inmates can seek a reduced sentence if they provide what's called substantial assistance. He said that's what his client did, and the law is designed to make inmates feel safe coming forward with information. Rutherford said sending Price back to prison would defeat the purpose of this statute by putting him in danger. But the state said that doesn't apply to this case because South Carolina law mandates inmates serve at least 30 years for this type of conviction. The Attorney General's office proposed putting Price in either solitary confinement or sending him to a different facility out of state. The family of Carl Smalls had been outspoken in this case and saying they feel like justice for their loved one was undone. We spoke to them after the decision.
I think it's done now. I think he'll go on and accept his sentence, and we won't have to worry about him anymore.
Now, we reached out to Rutherford for a reaction to the decision. As for Price, the Supreme Court said it's now up to law enforcement to bring him back to prison to finish his sentence. In Columbia, Nigel Hood, News 19, WLTX.
Nigel, thank you. Attorney General Alan Wilson commented on the court's ruling in a statement saying secret orders and backroom deals have no place in our justice system. He says that he hopes this sends a clear message to the people of South Carolina. Procedures matter and no one is above the law.
Well, yesterday, Governor McMaster requested that the South Carolina Department of Corrections review its records to see if Jared Price's release was an isolated incident or if other inmates have been released. In a statement, McMaster said the department should review its records to determine whether any similar early release orders have been issued since January 1 of last year. If so, McMaster wants those records sent to him and the Attorney General so that they can review them further. There is a lot of elements to this case. To see our complete coverage, go to WLTX.com.